Hey there, how are you? Listen, the SPY just hit an all-time high, kind of a poet kind of thing. But when the SPY is hitting an all-time high, that's saying that the broadest 500 stocks, and those are the ones that you know about, are hitting a high. And what does that mean for us? Well, I mentioned in my market pulse, if you happen to catch it Friday, that the SPY is going higher, and a lot of stocks are going higher. We're in a green market. Why? Because a couple of weeks ago, we decided as a country, the United States, to bail out Japan. And what that means is we have to print money to be able to bail out Japan. That's what bailouts generally mean. It's not like we have all this money hanging around. We're in a deficit. We got $40 trillion in debt, and the interest rate on the debt is higher than our military budget. There's not a lot of good things happening right now on that. So let's just talk real quick about what I'm seeing on the screen here. And what I'm seeing on the screen is more of me. So let me go to this and say, what is the window that I want to see here? There it is. Okay, so this is the S&P 500 stock. You can see it's in this little blue zone. This is a breakout zone from 760. Right now we're at 775. You know, it's kind of a textbook breakout on some volume, and the SPY is kind of a chugger. It just kind of goes up, you know, about 1% or down to 1%. It's on average, by the way, but it's not a big thing. But you could see the more money that gets pushed into the Japanese yen, they're going to buy our treasuries, whatever, and we're going to prop their country up, and we're not going to let the yen fail. And so as all that happens, the market melts up. Now, how can we trade that? Well, let's go to this. Let me go to my program here, and I will show you how we trade that, or at least how I'm thinking about it. Okay. So we've got SPY trading right now, you know, right around 775, 60 and 60 cents, right? So let's just say that somebody were to want to buy it. Now, by the way, this is not financial advice. I'm just showing you how I look at things so that you can start your research and, you know, talk to people you need to talk to about it. But I'm trying to show you how this works, not tell you what to do. You know the difference, right? This is education and not information that you can trade on. But anyway, so this little slider here on our cash flow IQ program is the slider that you can change your option prices. Now, a lot of programs, a lot of brokerage firms offer this for free. I just don't like them, right? They're kind of lousy. And so I think if you're going to offer something, you should make it usable. And so we put it into what we do. And I'm going to show you that analysis. So let's say we go out 7 days. Okay. Now remember, we're in this for the juice. The juice is the income. The income comes from the extrinsic value of an option. If you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe I'll want to watch a couple more videos, but that's the juice. So I'm going to talk about the juice because the juice is the income. So I'm just going to show you what the screen says in our little tool here. And this is if you go out and buy this now at this price, and then you can slide this little slider around and you can decide where you want to get your option done, right? And so it says fetching the live price. And then what it'll tell you down here, if you go here below, is it'll say, here's how much juice at this price one would collect if one were to do this option right now. Right now is over, so you can't do this exact one, right? So, you know, it's 241 in juice. Now, I'm an in the money guy. So I like to encourage people to go in the money because you get downside protection to the extent that you have what's called intrinsic value, in the money amount, okay? So your stock price could go down the amount that you get in the money plus the juice. That's the total cushion. And that gives you the downside protection. I think it's really important to have downside protection when you're getting into a position, because who wants to lose money when you first get into a position? Now, there are people who are amateurs that are like, yeah, but you're losing money because you're already in the money. You're going to get called away, and all these objections that are really not based on math. And so the whole point of this is to collect juice. It's not to make money if the SPY keeps going up, right? If you want to do that, you could slide this slider here and you could go to like the 870s, right? If you think it's going to go up 100 points. But I think I'd rather get into a stock, make a little bit, right? I'd rather get on base than try to swing for the fences and strike out. And so you can see if I get on base, the juice is that. And then it gives you an annualized number, and it gives you the percent cushion that you get if the market goes against you. But this is why covered calls are bullish positions, right? And some of you, again, people that are amateurs, you're going to say it's not a bullish position, it's a negative position. It's not. Your upside is capped. Well, when you give something up in the market, you gain something, and vice versa. What are you going to gain? Well, you're going to gain the juice, the income. So I want the income. I'm an income trader. So how do I turn this SPY position into an income trade, or any position into an income trade? Well, I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, how does that work here? Right? Well, I'm going to go slightly in the money. We went to the 770s when the stock of the ETF is at 775. And you can see to the right, I don't make any more money. It's capped. But to the left, look at all the potential for loss, right? You look at the max loss there on 1,000 shares and you say, Mark, that's crazy. Well, we're not going to let it go down there, right? What we want to do is we want to, position ourselves so that we are in the right spot, right? And so that's the graph, okay? And so you can look at these numbers however you want, and you could say, well, we've got a break-even price here at 767, and that's where we want, the stock to stay above, right? And if it goes any higher, we're not going to get it any higher than that, right? Now, let's look at a rocket trade. That's called a fortress trade. It's slightly in the money. Sometimes we go deeper in the money, but this is SPY. I'm not so concerned about its volatility. But now, let's say I just moved this out. Let's say, first of all, I went to 2 weeks instead of 1 week, and then I moved it out and said, you know what? I think we're on a breakout. Let's move it to 800. This is how this tool works, okay? If I move it to 800, I get this amount of juice, but you can look at the max profit has gone up, right? Why has the max profit gone up? Well, because we want our stock to go from 775.62 all the way up to 800. That's upside potential. The problem is that's stressed right in here. This is the hope zone, right? You don't know if it's going to go up. The market could, we could drop another bomb over the weekend or whatever, right? You could have some problem. Or we just have the market swing down. And that hope zone, hope is not a strategy in the stock market, right? So your question should be, would I rather have a more secure in the money amount where I know I get it, but maybe I give up a little bit of juice, or I give up more upside kind of thing? Or do I want to have that upside above me and I, have to hope that it goes in that direction? So that's really the trade-off. And really, we give you a tool to do that in the Cashflow IQ. If you're interested in that, go to cashflowmachine.net/cashflowiq, all lowercase. And that'll help you kind of determine what we do. But the SPY is a fairly quiet ETF, right? It moves about 1% a day, up, down, sideways kind of thing. It doesn't have huge moves like Tesla reported numbers a couple of weeks ago and it was down 10%. Apple reported numbers, it was down 10%. Google reported numbers a month ago, they were down, 10%. So the SPY could do that for sure, but it normally on average doesn't. On average, it moves about 1.09%. I just checked. So hopefully you're understanding, and maybe just, watching a few of these videos kind of tells you what to look for when we're doing these covered calls. Having an event, by the way, at the end of October in Clearwater Beach, Florida. It's absolutely a fantastic event. Best time to be there. If you haven't signed up, go to our link at the bottom here. It's cashflowmachine.net/events. Join us there. We're going to bring your laptop. We're going to have a small, intimate workshop where we're going to leave with your trading plan, and you're going to be able to knock it out of the park. Hopefully, we'll see. For the rest of the year, we're going to find out what the stocks are that are moving in the rest of the year, and maybe into 2027. And it's a small event. Spend some time on the beach. Spend some time to get to know other people that do the same thing that we do here. Hope that you can join me. There's an early bird special going on right now, and that goes away the closer we get to the event. So anyway, that's enough for me. Have a phenomenal weekend. That's how you look at the SPY, and I'll talk to you on the next video.